Hey, Solar Kneecaps here, and we got Pokemon Heart Gold Let's Play number 43, the last and final installment of this series. Alright, so right now I'm just getting the right items out of everyone, Aka Berries and crud like that, and man, do we have a freaking crazy battle for you, and we could even do a freaking drinking game to this. Every time I use a full restore, take a shot. You'll be dead by the time the video's half over. I'm just kidding, I don't use that many items. I use a couple, grant you that. I mean, he's got level 50 Dragonites, and I have a reindeer. Yeah. So, yeah, he's you think he could be intimidating enough? He's got all these statues, and it's all pure gold, and he's got giant freaking claws or something, or gears. I don't know what they're pumping. Probably the electricity. I don't know, but we got, Lance, and he's all like, yeah, I got this super crazy freaking collar, and he's got a cape, because anybody with a cape is cool. So anyway, he's going to lead off with Gyarados as always, and he's just going to go straight for the waterfall, and I go for the Thunder Shock, but since that has a 40 base power, it doesn't even do half, even though it stabs in 4 times effective. So yeah, I'm going to switch Steve to take the predicted waterfall, and he goes for the Dragon Pulse. So, mix Gyarados, alright, yeah, I think almost all of his pokes even have Dragon-type moves, which is interesting. So I'm going to go for the Surf, which was probably a bad move, but it doesn't really matter because either way he probably would have lived, and he goes for the Full Restore anyway. So now we're basically back to square one, and he goes for the Dragon Pulse. I go for the Avalanche, and yeah, I don't think that would have killed. That's not too much. So I'm predicting another Dragon Pulse. I'm going to go in a Cotton Ball, go for the Sleep Powder, Leech Seed, U-turn. Just what Cotton Ball has been doing ever since it really got Leech Seed and Sleep Powder, and I'm just so happy. And people are like, why didn't you take Poison Powder that helped you so much? Screw you guys. I like my set. I like it. It's pretty. It actually works. And he goes for the Ice Fang and he misses. I'm like, my stomach's in my throat. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was so close. So that's good. So I'm going to go for the U-turn to get little minimal amount of damage, and I'm going to switch into Steve just in case if he wakes up goes for the Ice Fang, because with the Leech Seed recovery, I'm going to be back to a pretty good amount of health. So he's going to go into this Dragon. I'm like, what is he going to do? Something stupid. He goes for the Dragon Rush, and I live with 4. I'm like, holy jeez. But I go for the Avalanche, and it doesn't kill. I'm like, Steve, don't do this to me. So I use a Hyper Potion just hoping that he'll, miss a Dragon Rush. But of course he's not, even though it has 75% accuracy. But he goes for the Thunder. I'm like, oh, it's this Dragonite. So I'm just hoping I can maybe take a Thunder, but of course I can. It was kind of foolish for me to think of. So I'm just going to go into Godzilla, go for the E-Speed, and totally revenge kill it hardcore. He didn't even use a potion. He just did not see that coming. I just wrecked him right there. So I know that his second Dragonite is the one with T-Wave, and it's an annoying one, so I'm just going to switch into AC/DC because I don't mind that, and I want to T-Wave it myself because this one's actually really, really fast, as you'll be able to see in just a little while. So he goes for the Dragon Rush, and of course I can take that, so I'm going to take this. I took that opportunity to heal up Steve Irwin with the Full Restore, so that's one. So he actually outspeeds me even though he's already paralyzed, and Steve has a massive speed set, so I don't know what happened there, but hot dang, that thing's fast. So basically I'm just hoping for the Parallax or the miss, and I get it, so I'm like, yeah, Steve Irwin, you're such one crazy mofo. So yeah, Steve Irwin's able to take that out, which is freaking awesome stuff. So here comes this Aerodactyl. Ugh, I hate this Aerodactyl with a passion. So I don't know whether it has Ice Fang or not, so I believe I switch into Steve. No, I stay in, and oh, I heal up Steve. Ah, yes, I knew something did with Steve Irwin. So he goes for the Thunder Fang, which is very interesting, and I go for the Avalanche. And I'm predicting him to not go for the Thunder Fang, which he does. So Steve Irwin gets another kill. I mean, super effective stab, torn boosted. Of course, it's gonna kill. So here's this Dragonite. I think I just leave Steve in, and I use my third Full Restore on AC/DC, so that's good. And he goes for the Outrage just straight up, and I'm like, holy junk, it's this one. It has Outrage, and it's actually kind of bulky too, and it's really freaking strong. So I'm going to use one last Full Restore, which I believe that's my last. And I mean Full Restore, I mean Max Revive. Gosh darn, I've been saying Full Restore this whole time. Okay. But anyway, so I used my last Max Revive, so I used 4. So I guess you wouldn't die from 4 shots, would you? Yeah, but no one here drinks. Well, I guess you can. Anyway, I send in Godzilla in, and I get a crit on the Dragon Rush. And I'm like, dude, freaking Godzilla and Steve Irwin are just like trading blows here. I mean, they're just like wrecking. So he goes for the Dragon Claw. I'm like, Hannah Berry, motherfucker. And I go for the Waterfall. Does a good amount of damage, and I'm hoping that he just misses with something stupid, but of course he doesn't. So I probably should have went for the E speed there, but whatever. Take what you can get. So I'm gonna send it high five because I know I can take whatever hit because Charizard is not that strong compared to his freaking Dragonites at least. So now I'm just gonna switch into Steve. Hope I don't get flinched, and I don't. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this has to kill. The stab super effective, torn boosted, and it does. I'm like, yeah, and we play that one song that's randomly at the end of the freaking Star Wars movie, you know, like peace, la da da da. Or we can do like the Ewok Village, da 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 ba ba. So that's cool. So now Steve Irwin's like my highest level poke, which is freaking perfect. And not only did Steve Irwin, basically beat the game. So I mean, God bless you, Steve Irwin. You're such a freaking awesome BAMF, or who knows what the heck you are. You're just freaking awesome. So, whew. So now he's like, Scott, you have truly become the greatest Pokemon master. Now you shall make love with me. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just kidding. That would be really freaking weird. Well, I wouldn't mind if you got to choose. Be like freaking pretty much every first gen chick is bloody sexy, so I would have a lot to choose from because, Kanto's in this game. Anyway, here's this chick who we never seen before in our entire life, and she's just making one freaking cameo, and it's a Mary, which correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure she's the one who has a radio show with Oak and Goldenrod. I'm not positive, but that's the only guess I got, because, she's hanging out with freaking Oak. She wants to interview me, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. And, I don't know, she's got pink hair, so that's kind of cool, I guess. Anyway, congratulations to me, indeed. And she wants to interview the brand new champion, but Lance is like, we got to get out of here. So, I just run away from her. So, Lance is kind of a cock block if you really think about it. What a douchebag. I'm just kidding. Lance is actually pretty pro. Anyway, yeah, we're just gonna walk over here, and he's like, Lance, it's been a long time. I came here. This is where the courageous just stop talking so fast, dude. Jeez, you can't even talk that fast in real life. Ugh. He's like a trainer who's diseased and perseveres and determined. What if he says this is all like nonchalant, like, yeah, and allow me to freaking register, you freaking piece of crud. Because basically I just killed all of his Pokemon. Poor guy. I basically just, that was like his family, really. Anyway, so here's Mesa DC. Met on Route 38, which is an interesting route. 42. And Palm, good times. Blitzen, met on Route 36, level 38, good times as well. Of course, all these are good times. Fraliga, level 41, met at New Bark Town. Alright. Godzilla, met at Dragon's Den, level 40. Pretty tight, I must say. And finally, last but not least, Compal, met on Route 32. And that is our team. Boo! We got little lights, and it's like do 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 do. And the background is like matches Conball like perfectly if you think about it. So that's just kind of cool. Anyway, so I'm saving. We get to watch a little thing go round and around in a square, which I guess it can't really go around in a square. A square in a square? Can it go a square? Anyway, so now we get to watch the credits where we get these little seizure Pokeballs, and it's like da, 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 da. I don't know, but the music in this game was freaking awesome. So I wonder, I'll probably look up who actually freaking did the music of it, even though we'll probably see it. Maybe, I don't know, because it switches around, and we get douchebag, and he just like kicks us, and we're like, jeez, what a freaking cock. So we get to see Bugsy and its interestingness, and freaking crud, what's his name, Falconer, yeah, and he's like, life is just such an empty void. I'm gonna take my bird Pokemon, and we're gonna write some poems about how my life sucks, and listen to some, I don't know what emos listen to, Nickelback? I don't know, anyway, we got Chuck Norris, and this one was kind of lame because it's just like them walking around with freaking crud, and there's Elekid and freaking Team Rocket. I never really, no, I don't know why they chose that poke. Why not like, Zubat or Rattata or something, but Elekid, I guess it's a pretty cool poke, but no one ever freaking used it. Maybe like a Houndour or Houndoom even. That would be pretty BA actually. Anyway, we can see like information supervisors, and we got not cotton ball, but you know what I mean. And there's my mama like, Mom, and it's like all happy and like, so did you get anything else at Mythalaris? And she's like, you know it. But yeah, the end. The end indeed. You get to see my mouse. Kind of ruins the moment yet again. Good job, Scott. So we get the license, and we get development Game Freak and Heart Gold, TM, whole la 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 dealio, and bam! Here I am in my room with AC/DC, which is actually kind of cool. If anyone would be in my room if AC/DC was just randomly there, yeah, I could dig. So she's telling me that like Professor Elm has it, but everyone knows Professor Elm is my arch enemy and forever will be. And if not, you just need to watch my very first episode. Actually, it was probably the second one I actually said that, but that doesn't matter. So maybe she was like gonna heal me, which would be nice if I could, but no, I don't. I'm not doing the Kanto thing. I'm done with Heart Gold. I'm satisfied with how this walkthrough came out, and I picked some next Let's Plays. I'm definitely gonna do some better teams, and hopefully I won't have to be as underleveled, and hopefully I don't have to use as many potions, and basically try to make me look even more pro. So here's the league badges, and there's the badges I'm not getting, but there's Misty, but Misty's just not hot in this game. It's kind of sad, really. She's like wearing a freaking, like a one piece with like a jacket over it, and I'm like, come on, show some skin, girl. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was leaf green, where she was just basically in just a bikini, and she was like all spread out and sexy. But anyway, here's Steve Irwin, checking out its stats, checking out everything. Pretty sexy nature. Cotton Ball, so freaking useful, it's not even funny. So glad I got that poke, even though the only move it really learned at the beginning was Splash, Leech Seed, Sleep You, and Sleep Power combo. Blitzen with a freaking jolly nature, that was so sexy. Blitzen was so pro. Come on, you guys, you know that he was like, just, he was up there. He's up there, man. AC/DC, one walling son of a gun. Never got past Thundershock. Someone told me that I get Thunder Wave or Shock Wave or whatever at level 40. I'll just take their word on that. That kind of sucks, but whatever. It's still kind of funny. High Five. Actually got useful once it leveled up. Was a lot stronger. That strength did a lot of damage, I'll tell you what. Didn't have Technician, but you know what? I like the nickname, though, because it's like High Five, and he can high five you like 4 times if he really wants to. Because, well, actually, he's got like little nubs. And last, but certainly not least, Godzilla basically took the place of poor Ditto. Poor soul, but Godzilla, I mean, he freaking took out, what, like 2 or 3 pokes in the last battle? So, yeah, I mean, come on. It was pretty cool. He kind of grew on us with the little time that we had, so I'm just going to chill in this bed, but I don't like that because it looks like Feraligatr going to, like, molest me. He looks like Pedogator or something. It's like the upgraded version of Pedobear, except now he can, like, not only molest you, and he can, like, freaking cut you up like nobody's business. But yeah, that's it. This is it. It's the end of the walkthrough. Kind of sad, but well, thank you for every single one of y'all who watched. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Can't wait till the next season. Peace out, guys. Later.